Thank you very much, Paula, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. As Paula just mentioned, it is not my first TTF event, indeed. But what is interesting is every time I come, I see a lot of familiar faces, and every single time I also see new faces as well. So it's great to see that the TTF community is expanding. Today, I will present to you the latest ITS regulations and policy updates in Europe, which is always a very interesting and complex labyrinth. So to give you a bit of the overview and a bit of a refresh of ERTICO as an organization, we're a public-private partnership, and our vision and mission is to make mobility more sustainable, more efficient, and safer. And we're doing this by providing a huge platform for partners for action, where they can come together, meet each other, innovate, collaborate via different initiatives that ERTICO has, and in this way, drive innovation forward. We were found in cooperation among the European Commission and 15 industry leaders 34 years ago. And throughout these 34 years, we have grown from 15 partners to 120 plus today across 8 different sectors see on the screen. And these are traffic and transport industry, connectivity, service providers, suppliers, vehicle manufacturers, users, research, and indeed, public authorities. You can see on the screen our great community. We have a lot of partners from the United Kingdom, including those in the public authority sector, such as Department for Transport, Transport for West Midlands. Also in the private industry, we have Arriva. We have the University of Leeds in the research sector, and last but not least, the Oxfordshire County Council in the public authority sector as well. Besides having these regular partners as members across our partnership, we also have a great cooperation with other associations worldwide and also in Europe. We work closely with the ITS national associations, and ITS UK is also our great collaborator as well. One of the collaboration plans that we have at ERTICO is the collaboration plan we have signed with the Transport Technology Forum, which was signed at the ITS European Congress 2 years ago in Lisbon, which aims to facilitate the knowledge exchange, thought leadership sharing, and to contribute to each other activities and events. ERTICO has a lot of different activities, starting from the EU-funded projects to innovation platforms, which serve as test beds for innovation and some projects as well. We organize ITS World and European congresses. We also have thought leadership initiatives such as City Moonshot, where we have now interviewed 300 cities worldwide about sustainability, data sharing, mobility as a service, even urban air mobility, that we're also very eager to share with all of you. If you go to the ERTICO website, you will be able to download the latest 2 reports from this initiative. We also have the ERTICO Academy, where we invite our partners to share their own thought leadership with each other. We have a great international cooperation with the ITS America, ITS Asia Pacific, also other international organizations worldwide. And all of these activities have been based on the cross-sectoral dialogue principle. So the key idea is to bring the partners from the private industry, public authorities, also user side and research to work together and achieve our common goals in transport and innovation. We have recently accelerated our efforts in terms of advocacy and thought leadership, engagement with other EU institutions, not just the European Commission. And that's why we have been able to follow what is really happening in the EU and to really align our strategies and our focus areas with the EU goals. The 4 key focus areas of ERTICO have been connected, cooperated, and automated mobility, clean and eco mobility, urban mobility, and mobility as a service, and transport and logistics. They have been well in line with the latest, 2 latest mandates of the European Commission, including the first one, the new one, which we have from the 1st of January this year, that you can currently see on the screen. We have had several bilateral meetings with the commissioners and the members of their cabinets. And what we see as ERTICO from these meetings and from the engagement with the EU institutions, what is on the agenda of in terms of ITS topics in the EU and in Europe is indeed one of the biggest priorities is to further roll out the ITS directive. Another important topic is digital booking and ticketing, electronic freight transport information implementation, digital compass, and also 5G corridors, automotive industrial strategy. As ERTICO, we have been also invited to take part in the strategic automotive dialogue launched by the European Commission this spring. And we also contributed to launching the plan for all of this and to really driving the strategy for the automotive industry. The new Commissioner for Transport and Tourism, during his hearings back in autumn, promised a sustainable transport investment plan, which would ensure more investment into innovation, transport, that would really contribute to making mobility smarter, greener, and more sustainable. It is also very high on the agenda to really continue the implementation of digital legislations such as AI Act, Cybersecurity Act, Cyber Resilience Act as well. And last but not least, it's the multi-annual financial framework, which is essential for all of us working in the industry as well, that ensures the role for research and innovation in transport and mobility and the relevant and needed funding for it. Nonetheless, besides all of these goals and topics that we see, we also see that there are quite some challenges facing transport mobility in Europe when it comes to policy development as well. It is crucial at this moment in the current geopolitical landscape to ensure the competitiveness of Europe, not just the EU, but really the whole Europe, to build resilience when it comes to technology as well. That's why we also see that there is still a very conflicting objectives and policy sometimes. A big issue in the EU is the regulatory hurdle. And it is a bit better in the UK. What I see from the presentations today during the networking sessions, some colleagues here were asking me whether I think that it's easier in the EU or in the UK. So what I think and what we see from our work as ERTICO, what the UK has and really provides to Europe, to the EU, to us as the ERTICO partnership is really the regulatory sandboxing. You also have great innovation, a lot of potential for it. So that's why we're really happy to work with our partners from the UK with Transport Technology Forum, also ITS UK, to really drive innovation forward together. There has been still identified a lack of customer, user, public awareness as well, especially with the rise of the artificial intelligence. People are a bit afraid of sharing data, which is crucial for the development of ITS as well. So all of these issues, they are at the moment present. Nonetheless, we're looking together with our partners, including those from the United Kingdom, how to really tackle them. One of the biggest EU initiatives when it comes to tackling these challenges and driving innovation forward, contributing to the development of ITS, has been the EU ITS directive. For those who don't know what this complex ITS directive is, it's a legal framework which has been launched by the European Parliament and Council in 2010, which aims to accelerate the deployment of the intelligent transport systems in Europe. It mainly focuses on the road transport and its interfaces with other modes of transport. And it aims to establish interoperable and seamless ITS while giving a decision to the member states to really decide in which technologies and innovation formats they want to invest. Nonetheless, as we all know, the basis for ITS is always data. This directive was amended a couple of years ago, and the current directive amends the ITS directive to adapt to new road mobility options, mobility apps, connected and automated mobility as well. It aims to ensure that all the crucial data when it comes to road data, travel, and traffic data are all available in the digital platform. It also aims to ensure that the safety-related services that are crucial for drivers are also available for them across the whole TEN-T network. Therefore, this amendment provides the availability of data and deployment of the intelligent transport systems across the four key focus areas that you currently see on the screen. And these are information and mobility ITS services, road safety and security ITS services, travel, transport, traffic management ITS services, and ITS services for cooperated, connected, and automated mobility. The benefits for road authorities, for public authorities in terms of transport have been numerous. So what we see from our partners and also while talking with the European Commission, with the European Parliament and its representatives, that the benefits have been, as you can see on the screen, indeed enhanced safety, enhanced road safety, contributions to sustainable development goals, which makes transport more sustainable, also more efficient, lowering vehicle emissions, providing drivers with information about the road conditions, weather conditions as well, that also contributes to the road safety. At ERTICO, we have a lot of initiatives where we really aim to understand, not just drive innovation, but understand what is the status of current ITS developments, also when it comes to the effects of policies as well across Europe. So every year we launch the ITS Market Radar Report, where we interview our partners from 2 or 3 different sectors. So this year we launched the report, a very in-depth analysis of the research, users, and public authority sectors. So the partners from the UK that are here in this room also contributed to this great initiative. You can download it from the QR code. This is on the screen, and I really recommend you to take your time when you have it and really dive deeper in it. But the key message that I wanted to bring to you today from the research that we did with our partners when it comes to ITS adoption and how the public authorities see it, what are the benefits, challenges, and solutions to it. So we see that the benefits are indeed enhanced sustainability, contributions to climate neutrality, congestion reduction, and also improved infrastructure. Nonetheless, the public authorities have also identified some challenges that have been financial constraints, regulatory hurdles, and lack of public awareness. As one of the key solutions to the problems that we still face, although we all try our best, have been identified as cross-sectoral collaboration. So again, the cooperation between the private industry, between the public authorities, also cooperation among the local authorities and national authorities, which is also very important. One of the solutions has also been identified to drive awareness campaigns that would really help understand users how friendly artificial intelligence can be. Also, how can we drive innovation forward while taking the most out of it? How useful it is to share data and that it can be done in a way that all the possible negative consequences could be avoided. And also roll out for pilot projects that would really help to demonstrate the power of innovation, artificial intelligence, and data sharing. So the complex labyrinth of the EU policies looks like this at a very high level today, wherein we speak about policy vision and try to drive it to deployment. So up until January 2025, you can see on the screen the key EU strategies that have been important to all of us. Also, when it comes to transport, mobility, and ITS, and that included the European Green Deal, Smart and Sustainable Mobility Strategy, indeed the revised ITS Directive, and Cyber Resilience Act. Nonetheless, this year, the new European Commission has already done quite a lot. So they launched a competitiveness pass, which also ensures an importance of the intelligent transport systems and investment into ITS, into transport and technology related to that, to really make all of our lives more sustainable, greener, and smarter. And based on that, the Clean Industrial Deal has been launched as well, which also emphasizes the importance of ITS, the importance of data sharing for technology, for innovation, as one of the key tools how to make all of our lives greener and sustainable. We also have the automotive action plan that I have already mentioned. And starting from next year, there is a plan to launch large-scale CAV pilots rollout across Europe. If you would like to hear more about it, what is happening in Europe and what is also happening in the UK, I invite you all to come to the ITS European Congress in Seville, which will take place in less than 2 weeks from now, where you can also meet the ERTICO partners, also the European Commission representatives, and I guess a lot of you, and we can continue the discussions. At the same time, we're also already in a very intense preparation for the ITS World Congress 2027, which will take place in Birmingham in the UK. And that again proves our close cooperation with the stakeholders from the United Kingdom. We're very grateful for Transport for the Midlands and the Department for Transport for a great cooperation so far on the event. And I'm sure it will be a huge success. Time flies, so a few more years and we are there. Please reach out to us, to ERTICO. You can also find me at the event or reach out to me via email. And to summarize the presentation, I just would like to emphasize that we are here to connect the dots between the private industry, between the public authorities. Innovation has no borders, so cross-border cooperation is important. And that's why we're very committed to work together with partners and stakeholders from the United Kingdom to achieve our common goals in transport sustainability and intelligent transport systems. Thank you very much and have a good rest of the event.